Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? Today I thought I'd do a little bit of a different video actually. This is something that I would normally film for TikTok, but I would edit it down quite a bit, and obviously now I've got YouTube, I thought we could do it on here. So basically, I want to sort out my instant TBR. So currently I don't have a bookshelf. It's actually really sad. I just have all my books in like this. I will turn around and show you. They're all kept in like a, I don't even know, like plastic boxes, and then at the side of that I have my instant TBR, which I have just, every time I've gone and bought a book I've just put it there, or every time I've done a book swap with my friends and I've been given a book I've just put it in my immediate TBR. I currently have 30 books in my immediate TBR, which is just, it's a bit extreme, isn't it, really? Like, that, realistically, that's going to take me like 6 months to read. So it's not an instant TBR, it's a 2025 TBR. So we need to sort through it, okay? We need to cut it down, decide what we're going to read. How many books do you all have on your instant TBR? Like, what is actually realistic? I feel like it definitely needs to be under 20. I feel like I might aim for like 10 to 15, you know? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we get going. But I feel like this is the perfect time to do it because I'm currently in the middle of reading the Boys of Tommen series. I'm currently on Redeeming 6. However, I feel like after I've read this one, I want a little bit of a break before I go on to Timon 7's next. I want a little bit of a break because this one for me has been a slight bit dragged out, if I'm being honest. But I have loved the whole series. But this one for me has been a bit dragged out, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know I'm going to get the pronunciation wrong, okay? I call him Gibbsy. I am looking forward to Gibbsy's book the most, and I just want to read a book in between, and I want to do it justice. But obviously, I've not read anything else for like 3 to 4 weeks other than the Boys of Tommen series, so I feel like I just need to look at my books, see what I've got, reevaluate, go through. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to spin you around, and you can see what we're working with. So this is how I keep all of my books, which I know it's so unorganised, it's so chaotic. Basically, this is what I'm currently using to balance my camera on, but the bottom 2 shelves here are books that I've already read and books that my friends have read. Then this, and this, and this, and all down here are books that I have not read. So the books in here are ones that I just don't see myself getting round to at all, and then this is the instant TBR that is just accumulating and accumulating. So to start off, I thought we'd go through the books that are in these and just double check that there is nothing in here that I've forgotten about, because some of these have been in here, I'm not even joking, longer than my liquor. My liquor has been there for quite a while at this moment in time. That was disgusting. Longer than I have been alive. We'll say that, and we might cut the other bit out. We'll see how frisky? We'll see how risky I am being when we upload this video. Anyway, right, let's move past that. So let's actually see what books I even have in here. Maggie Moves On. Unpopular opinion, I've only read like 2 Lucy Score books, and yeah, I thought they were a bit overrated. Like, they weren't bad, I just thought they were overrated. I'm currently doing a house renovation, so I just don't feel like I want to read it. Like, I don't want to read about a house renovation. Beach read. Again, Emily Henry for me. I'm scared to say it, but she's a bit of an overrated author, if I'm being honest. We have A Fault in Our Stars. That's a no. I love the Lancashire Prep series, love it, but I've just never gone to pick this up, so it's a no. No. I actually don't think this is the next book that I need to read in this series, but this series is very, very good, I will say, and it's in the 3 for £6 section in the works, and it still is in the 3 for £6 section in the works, despite me purchasing this, again, like a year ago. If the camera angle's just slightly changed, I've just taken you down because my mum just started the telly downstairs. I'm not even joking, she watches things on like volume 120, like you could hear it from outer space, so I just needed to double check that you could hear it on the video or not. But we have The Unhoneymooners, which is just, oh, guys, honestly, I don't know, some of these books have been in like that long, it's actually a bit ridiculous, and they're not calling to me, which I suppose is kind of a good issue to have if I'm trying to narrow down my immediate TBR, but just this not doing it. Please comment if I need to prioritize any of these books. because, like, realistically, I'm never going to be able to finish my TBR. Like, I'm absolutely never. Like, part of the fun is just shopping. That sounds like such an addict, but it is. It's the truth. No. They're not doing it. The last song, oh my god, I love that film, but like, I don't want to read a book when I already know the plot. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's why I've never reread a book, because like, I already know what's going to happen, so surely it's not going to be as good. It's the same way I feel about holiday destinations. I don't believe in going back to a holiday destination because I've already been there. I've ticked it off. Like, there's so many places in the world that I want to go to. I don't feel like I need to go to it again, which is the same way I feel about books. Like, I feel like I don't want to reread. I don't know. This is a Christmas book, so that's definitely not going in there. No. Literally. Is there any point even... Oh, is there any point even showing you all these? Let's see. Let's actually see. Okay. This series, do I need to read it in the right order? Queen's Cove. This is the Queen's Cove series, I'm sure it is. And it starts with that kind of guy. That kind of guy. Do I have that kind of guy? I bet I don't, because that's just like sums me up. Do I have that kind of guy? Hang on. I don't have that kind of guy. I don't. And that sums me up as a person. It really does. Because I've also got loads of Lynn Painter books, but they're the second books in the series, so I've yet to read a Lynn Painter book because I don't have the first ones. Because that's me as a person. I'm just scatty, okay? I'm just a little bit scatty. We have so many Maggie Gates books that I'm so excited to read. I'm going to put these in the pile. No, I'm not going to put these in the pile because Maggie Gates herself actually commented on my video of a reading order, and I think I've put the next one in my immediate TBR already. But I might put another one in there because it's Maggie Gates. I will want to read 2 to 3 books of hers in the next few months. So yes, they're going to the side. See, perfect example. I've got nothing like the movies, but I've never read or owned better than the movies. Yeah. We're not gonna add anything else. We're just gonna remove. I say that, but I also have this series, which is Billionaire. I think it's Billionaire. Which one is the first book of the series? I don't know what the series is called. Why don't they have on the side book one? Like, do you know how much easier that would make my life? Seriously, it bothers me. It absolutely bothers me. Between Commitment and Betrayal, I think, is the first one. Do I even have it? Do I actually own it? I do, and it's already my immediate TBR. We are winning. We are winning today. Right, let's go for my immediate TBR that I've currently got there, and then we'll reevaluate what is there and whether we need to add more in. Let's tidy this mess up. Yeah, that feels like the right thing to do. Oh my god. My god. If I move... This isn't spilling. Good news. This one is actually the first one of the series. I've just googled it, and it's fake dating as well. I've not read fake dating in a hot minute because I read too many fake dating books in one like span. I feel like I read 5 fake dating books back to back, and then I read like 6 enemies to lovers books back to back, and then I just needed a break from like very trope heavy books, so I went to the Boys of Tommen series. So now I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to sail back into enemies to lovers territory and fake dating territory. So this is really good that I found this, which is book 1. So that is definitely going in the pile. Now let's have a look. Do you know what I'm really bad for? I'll start a series, I'll read one book and I'll love it, and then I just won't go back to it, and I don't know why I do it. It takes me so long to read a series. Boys of Tommen is the first series that I've ever read back to back. Like, that just shows how much of a messy person I really am. So the most recent series that I started and then never finished was the Brutal Birthright series, and this is all currently in my immediate TBR. So I'm thinking we'll just pick 2 out. We'll just pick the next 2, book 2 and 3, and put that in my immediate TBR. So the next 2 is Stolen Her and Savage Lover. Stolen Her and Savage Lover. I'm really excited to get to this one because you guys know I just love cowboys, like, and that front cover alone is just absolutely stunning. I don't read blurbs. I literally just go based off what people recommend and blurbs and authors. That's it. That is how I pick a book. So they're going to the list. So currently we have 3 books in the immediate TBR. Then obviously Taming 7 has to go in there because that's what I'm currently reading, so that has to go in there. Then should I pick out all the cowboy romance books? Yes, let's do that. Okay, I've got 3 cowboy romance books, and to be quite honest, I want to read all 3 of them. Like all 3 of them deserve to go my immediate TBR. We've got Lost and Lassoed, which is the 3rd book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. This series matches Chestnut Spring series. Like, it's absolutely impeccable. If you want a cowboy romance series, you need to try this series. It's stunning. It's so easy to read. The spice is really good. It's just insane. And I actually can't remember where the last book left off. Fun fact about me is that I just get easier. Like, I cannot remember what happened. So I'm excited to read that. This might actually be my first book back. I'm unsure. We have this one, which is Crossroads. This is what loads of people recommended to me to buy on TikTok. I said that I needed... First love gets a second chance. I hate second chance romances. If they've already met in a book, it's it for me. I hate but it's floppy white pages. That's a seller. And it's quite short. Okay, that's going in. Enemies to Lovers. I've just read Enemies to Lovers. I feel like we've got a lot of Enemies to Lovers in here. Maybe I'll take this... I want to put all of them in. But maybe I'll take it out because then I know I've got... I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to put it to the side. Then we have Out of the Woods. I am so excited for this book. Like, I can't even tell you. And look at that sprayed edge. I literally bought this from the works the other day, and I don't know how I feel about it because it's a relationship on the rocks, so they've already met, which I've literally just said I hate. But anything Hannibal and Young writes, I'm obsessed with. Like, I absolutely love. And this is the couple that was mentioned in Out on a Limb, and I loved them then. I absolutely loved them, so I am really excited. I'm intrigued for this book. So that's going in there. Of course that's going in there. And then again, see, this is my issue. I'm not very good at cutting down. I'm so excited for this one. Dream Girl Drama, Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey is such a hit and miss author for me. This series, the Fangirl Dance, what is it actually called, the series? I don't actually know. But I'm obsessed with it. Like, I cannot get enough of this series from her. And this one, if I remember rightly, it's going to be soon to be stepsister and stepbrother. What? Which I'm kind of like, it sounds weird to say I'm kind of excited for, but I kind of am excited for. I'm kind of excited to see how this plays out because I've never read anything like that. So it's going in there. Then we have, now this is the next book that Maggie Sage told me to read. Maggie Gates. If you are not on Maggie Gates, why not? Like, why not? She's one of the best. She's up there with Elsie Silver for small town romances. Quite frankly, they're stunning. They are absolutely stunning. And more people need to get on the hype. Like, if you take one book recommendation from me here, Maggie, well, not this one specifically, because obviously I've not read it. Maggie Gates, go and read her books. Like, go right now and read her books. So this is what she recommended to me. This is Enemies to Lovers. I fear that we're going to have quite a lot of Enemies to Lovers in this section, but we're going to roll with it. And because I love her so much, I need to actually double check the reading order. Okay, so she told me to read Cry About It, then 100 Lifetimes of Us, and then Pretty Things on Shelves, which is a dual author. Second chance romance. But how pretty, I'm sorry, how stunning are her front covers. Like, they're actually, they're insane. So I'm going to put 3 of her books in here because I just, like, I need it. Like, I actually need it. Like, you don't understand. It's not a want, it's a need. It's a function for me. See, this is the issue. Like, I've not actually cut anything down. I've actually added to it. Oh, do you see my issue? Because currently we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're on 11 books already. It's just a bit silly. Like, it is just a bit silly. But we have cut them out. So that's good. Okay, I think we're going to get somewhere because I think I've just decided what I want to cut out. I think... Oh, no. Do I give it a go? Basically, I want to start my fantasy era, and I believe this is starting my fantasy era. I think this is like a romantasy. However, it is like, what's the trope called? I've never actually read one. Love triangle. The only love triangle I want to know about is Conrad, Belly and Jeremiah from The Sunrise Temperate. That is it. I just don't know how I feel about reading one. I think the first book is Lightlark. I'm just gonna put the first one in, and then I'm gonna put that to the side, and then this is dark romance. Now, I've already put the Brutal Birthright series in there, so I don't feel like I need to put them in there, so I'm gonna take them out. Okay, I'm gonna take this series out. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are actually getting somewhere. Okay, and then a fantasy book, because like I said, I want to start my fantasy era. A Cot of Thorns and Roses. That's what was already in there. It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay. One of my January goals was that I was going to start the Boys of Tommen or the Cot of Thorns and Roses, because they're what I've been putting off the most. And obviously I went with the Boys of Tommen, which I'm very thankful that I did. But yeah, that is the next challenge that I need to do, to face a Cot of Thorns and Roses. Oh, that's going in. That is going in, because I did really enjoy the first one, and it's something different. It's not like I don't really read that much like humour. Even though I would say for me, Hannah Bowen Young is like hilarious, like she's laugh out loud funny, maybe a bit more than I found Megan Quinn. So I'm excited. I'm gonna put that one in. I'm gonna put that one in. Okay, then this one is the one that I was discussing before, Between Commitment and Betrayal. That's going in. I'm going to. Okay, I've just seen these. I'm gonna remove these. The Dirt and the Play Bear You series. I think I'm actually just gonna not read this series, like the rest of it. Could you hear my mum? I think I'm just not going to read the rest of the series. Like, it has kind of disappointed for me. Yeah, I'm going to give them back to my friend, because this year, I don't want to be wasting my time on, like, I'm getting on, do you know what I mean? I'm getting on. I'm turning 27 this year. Like, I don't have that luxury anymore to read average books, okay? Like, I don't. Like, I need to face the reality that I'm not going to be able to read all the books in my lifetime that I want to read. Therefore, like, an average book, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it for me. So, therefore, it has been removed. Then, we have Praise. Now, this, I believe, is something very different to what I would normally read. I'm just going to, like, my pile is stacking up higher than my camera. Hang on. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in for the days that I want something different. Okay, call me a bit scandalous. Then what do we have left? We have... This is what was in my immediate TBR. Right. Filthy Rich Vampires, 3 Queens. That is staying in, because I love this series. I've read the first 2 books and I loved it, and this was me getting into my fantasy era. Tell me why I've never picked it up. Why do I do this with series? I honestly don't know. So I'm going to put that in there. And then, this isn't making the cut. This is not making the cut. I just picked it up on a whim, and I don't think it is dual point of view. It's not. So it's not making the cut. It's not making the cut. Okay, we're being really cutthroat here. I like it. It's not making the cut. But this is the attitude that we need. No. It's not making the cut. Okay. Right, The Summer. Which one is the next book in the series? Is it The Summer I First Saw You? No, that's the last one. I don't know which one I just read. Somebody found me. Yeah, this is the next one, which I really have, like I said before, I've really enjoyed this. They do touch on quite a lot of heavy subjects, I will say that, so I definitely will not be reading this after the Boys of Tommen series, but it's going in my pile, okay? It's going in my pile. And then we have Wicked Serve by Grace Riley. What is this series called? I can't think, but I loved the first 2 books in this series, like absolutely loved them. I think it was the first 2. And then this one, the 3rd book, just fell off for me, like I hated it. But I believe that is quite common. Like I've seen it when I posted on TikTok that I actually DNF'd it. Loads of people said, I will put the name of it. Loads of people said, yeah, I did not read that at all. So I'm like, do I actually give this a go? And it's college, like at the moment I'm kind of a bit off college because I think like I'm getting on, and sometimes it makes me feel a bit like I don't mind it until at the point where I'm reminded of the rage, like when you putting down my throat that they're like 18 years old, then it knocks me a bit sick. Oh. And I've only just started to develop this, and I don't know whether it's because it's coming up to my birthday. I say that as I'm literally reading the Boys of Tommen series, and the age hasn't put me off yet, and that. So maybe it's, okay, let's see how many books we're on, and that'll decide for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm happy with that. We've cut 12 books out and we've added a few in. Okay, no, we're going to leave it as that. We're actually going to leave it as that. That is going to be my final immediate TBR. I'm going to spin you around. I'm going to show you. Okay, so we have these books which are a bit different. We have a fantasy book, we have like I don't know what I can say, I believe this is quite like a taboo kind of book, and a romanticy book, I believe, and a romanticy book again, all very different for me. And then we have a summer book, and then we have a few Maggie Gates books, so like kind of small town romances, and then we have Megan Quinn book, which is, I believe, Forced Proximity, Enemies to Lovers. Then I believe this one is Billionaire, Fake Dating, I think, Dark Romance, Boys of Tommen, and then Cowboy, oh, what is that one again? Second Chance, kind of like marriage book, and then the Stepbrother, Stepsister, Tessa Bailey. I feel like that is such a good range. I'm actually very, very happy with that. Like, wow. I'm sorry, but I'm actually amazed at how fast I've done that. Like, that is so good. What on earth? What on actual earth? I'm very impressed. Yeah, let me know if you're happy with what I've selected, and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, because as well, check my TikTok. Check my TikTok out, because I'll definitely be posting all the reviews of these on TikTok. So yeah, I'm excited.